All right, what's going on, guys? Trader Kaz here. First video in a while. I've been pretty busy the last month or so. Got married, so the wedding took up a lot of time. Bachelor party, I was pretty busy that week. And then went on my honeymoon, and that was also pretty busy. But now I am back to the grind, back to trading every day basically. So I thought I would post a video, probably cover Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, maybe BNB, and we'll go from there. Gonna try and start doing videos more often, but yeah, just getting back into things now after taking a not a complete break, but just trading definitely took a back seat with a few other things going on in my life. So let's get right into it. We've got the Bitcoin monthly chart here. 2018 open and monthly resistance. We tagged it here. This black level was a super clean SR line, and on the monthly, that kind of played out perfectly. What I'm watching for now, we have about a week left on this monthly candle, and it looks like we're going to have our highest monthly close since January 2018. Well, I guess it was the December candle that closed that high. And so that's pretty exciting. Definitely want to see it close above here, 12,500. I'll mark that out. Closing below that would be a little bit of a concern, but overall it's just looking really bullish. It'd be awesome to close above 13,800. Maybe not this one, maybe next month, because that would be our highest monthly candle ever. But if we do close up here, maybe the next month we have a little retest back down into here and then go up, but we'll see. Just wanted to show you where a few of these levels come from on the monthly. What do you do? 1 week. There we go. Weekly chart, kind of the same idea. Here's our 2018 open. This dotted line, that one shouldn't be dotted actually. Make that a normal line. That's capped price here, here, once again here, and now we've just Chad candled through it. A retest of that would definitely be a nice long opportunity, but I want to see this weekly candle close bullish first. I don't want to see this candle just turn into a wick, and honestly, if next week we just go straight down here, like it could be a little dangerous. Maybe if we consolidate for a week or two, then have a dip, and then keep going up. We'll see, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. Zooming in one more to the daily. This black one is that weekly level. I can just write that. Give me a sec. Weekly SR. This was Monday's range, but that's kind of irrelevant. We ran away. And then the monthly open. Retests of that, I would look to long, but I doubt. I mean, Bitcoin never gives you the perfect entry that you want. It's not just going to come back down there and, well, I mean, maybe it could, but from my experience, it doesn't usually. Usually when we get trending like this might just keep going. So we could look for some trend continuation plays. I don't think it's crazy if we got a retest of 12.5, maybe front run this level a little bit, maybe come somewhere in here, and I think that would still be bullish. But yeah, I think we're mostly going to be looking for some continuation. Zooming in more to the 4 hour, we had this initial big spike, big rejection, kind of grinded back up, another rejection, and now we're starting to kind of trend up again. It's pretty much just range bound here. There's not a lot to do other than wait, and I think Ethereum's range looks a bit cleaner, and I'll show you guys that in a second, but I don't know. You could look to get long on a flip of this. See what that looks like. Zoom it. Oh, not 15 months. How do you do 15 minutes? Oh, just 15. No. All right. flip of that, you could look to get long as more of a continuation play. But it's Saturday now, so I probably won't trade super frequently on the weekends. I never really do, and we get a lot of crazy wicks. We might even get a wick down to 12.5 this weekend. We'll see. But that's a nice little level that you could look for a flip of. But yeah, ultimately, I do think we're going to make a push for 13,800. It's just a matter of if we pull back before or not. So you can have continuation plans set up or areas where you're interested in buying a pullback. So flip that. And we can look for longs to 13.8. I'd be interested in any of these three levels. I wouldn't want it to spend too much time there, though. Like maybe something, I mean, that'd be tough if we got a huge spike down. But whatever the case, I would want some nice buyback if we do pull back like that. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Monthly's a little whack. Weekly, let's just start with the daily. So we were trading in this range for a little while after that big dump. I wanted it to come to 281, but it never did. I probably would have just had like straight up bought there with a stop down here, but never got that opportunity. Didn't sweep this low again. That would have been a nice long trigger as well. But the flip of this level, I think I do that every time. Was a 4-hour level. Yeah, had some nice retests of it. Flipped this. 4-hour looks tough with those rejections, but it looked a lot cleaner on H1. Retest of that and then push up again. 418 is daily SR. That one might look better here actually, or clearer. Yeah. So you can see, I mean, even back to here, it's pretty much all the same level. We spiked into it, nice buyback, ended up dumping through, but expected that to hold as resistance, and we kind of tagged that, swept again, broke down, tagged it again. That's when we really dropped pretty hard. But yeah, this little range we're trading in here is a little cleaner than Bitcoin's, and if we flip this 418, even if we get an hourly close above it, that would be a more aggressive entry. But hourly close above there, you could put your stop if it goes straight from here. Like if it goes up here, closes an hourly candle, you could have a stop there, but I'd be more comfortable with the stop here. And then, sorry, let me get rid of some of those. And then targets on that long, probably looking at 450. I like this level right here. If I can tag it. Because this initial high got swept, sold off, and then we flipped that. That's what rejected us here. It's not necessarily liquidity, even though it says that. That's what my dotted lines are. So around 450 would be a pretty nice setup, even if you put the stop down there. Let's see what that would look like. Probably 3.5 R maybe. Let's say you get it around there. No, not quite. 2.5. But that's a setup I'd be interested. That's what I would consider a higher probability setup. So that's something to keep an eye on with Ethereum. Link. Let's look at the daily. Link's been pumping up pretty nicely from $10 to $12. It's had like I'd say a 30%, just about, yeah, 30%. High time frame, we're coming into some resistance right here. I like that level. Tagged it as support, flipped it, really strong resistance, and it looks like we're about to hit it again. Well, we're getting pretty close to that. A flip of that level could be a nice long opportunity, but I think it might get a pullback. I initially had this plan laid out, but we didn't quite get that retest. Had a nice retest here, but yeah, that was a little while ago. And then really clean equal lows there that were swept and then pushed up further. But now we're coming at that other resistance, so I would definitely take some profit here. I would not want to long right in front of that. Probably won't get it, but if this did pull back to around 11.2, look for something like that and then take it even higher. And if it just pulls back into here and then gets back above here, I think that's a nice long with a stop there, targeting around 15. And then if we do end up going for the highs, but we'll see what happens. Depends how bullish this whole thing really is. But that's kind of what I'm looking for on Link. And then this is the only trade I'm in right now other than spot. I turned a bunch of spot Bitcoin from 12 when it was at 12.9K. I exchanged that into Ethereum when it was at 397. So I got a bunch more Ethereum spot there. But I think this is the only leverage trade I'm in right now. It was a retest of this weekly open, and that little cluster. It's cleaner here on the 4 hour. We had a nice initial reaction, but then the whole market kind of dumped. That's when, well, Bitcoin didn't really. That's when Ethereum had this drop. Litecoin had a little drop. Litecoin's been trending up nicely. I wanted a retest here, but didn't quite get it. So yeah, it had some nice initial buyback, but then dropped down a little bit. I'd say it bounced from there. I'd want to see it hold above the weekly open. If we can't get back above it, like if it just does something like this and starts trading below it, I would probably cut this trade. But I am very bullish on BNB long term, and I think this was a pretty clean setup. We had a range there, swept the top, swept the bottom, reclaim the weekly open. So we'll see. Confirmation for me is going to be above that range high and then targeting those highs right there. But yeah, if it goes above here, I'll tighten my stop and maybe even add a little bit more, and then see where it goes from there. But I think that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Just wanted to do a quick update on a few cryptocurrencies and let you guys know I am back in action. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll